Here I am a little bit later than I promised, but here I am. It's Monday night around 9 o'clock, slightly after 9, and I decided to come on live. So how's everybody doing out there? To those of you watching the rebroadcast, what are you carrying on about? I think next door neighbors just let their dogs out. All right, calm down. Get up in your chair. Hi, Brett. I been editing like crazy this weekend, but between the next 2 days, I will get everything together that I've already edited. Those of you that have signed up, that have paid to be included in the film, are going to be getting an email from me sometime tomorrow as I organize this. Pissed off I already got. There's a couple people. Hi, Kristen. There's a couple people I have to still contact. Hi, Sable. Lay down in your chair. Sable just heard the dogs next door, so it got her all fired up. So anyway, today, well, I'll wait to tell you a little bit about my adventure today, but it involves Cousin Doherty. So I bought the rights today to a photograph I'm using, one photograph. Hey, Deb. Deb, hang around. You're going to love this story. Hi, Mark. So today, about, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a call from Cousin Doherty. Now, if you want to know about Cousin Doherty, a little bit about Cousin Doherty, she is not a poor woman, but she's a cheap woman, which is probably why she's not a poor woman. Well, I gave her a phone some years ago so that, because where she lives compared to where I live, there's no direct route. It takes about 20 minutes to get there. So if she ever had a problem or something, I wanted to be able to FaceTime her where I could see her, or she could turn the phone around, physically show me the problem she was having. So anyway, she's got a cell phone. Well, what she does is she installs a bunch of games on it. And like, I'll go up there. We also, myself and my sisters, got her an iPad a couple years ago because she's got arthritic hands and she loves to play games. So the iPad's bigger. Well, she's always installing games, word games, paint by numbers games, just stuff. And she enjoys it. So I'm glad she has it. Well, she installed this game the other day and she calls me. Now it's Monday. I go up there Fridays. I was all over the place this morning. I went to motor vehicles. I went to DMV, got my car inspected. Everything went great this morning. I had a doctor's appointment at 8. My A1C is great. I had a doctor's appointment at 8. At 8 o'clock, the doctor walked in. I was out of there by 10 after 8. Then I went out to motor vehicles, to the inspection station because they open at 8, right through. So I also had my modem. Well, actually, before I went there, I went to Lowe's, and then I went to across the street to ShopRite, and then I got stuff I needed. And then I drive out to further into Mays Landing to go to motor vehicles, right through. Doctor's office, right through. Motor vehicles, right through. So then I wanted to drop my modem, my old modem, off at Comcast. So I drive to the Xfinity store, and there's a crowd of people in that store, and I'm thinking, oh, shit. I walk up to the counter when you first walk in, and people are like doing their phones or doing whatever, so they're involved. But I walk right in the door. There, people walk away from the counter. I walk up. The young lady takes the modem. I said, "I'm turning this in because I got a new one." She scans it, prints me out a receipt, and I'm out of there in less than 3 minutes. So I'm like, this day's going to be great. And I come home. So I'm working on the film because that's what you expect me to do. And then I get the phone call from cousin Dorothy. She installed a game over the weekend that was a free trial for 3 days. Then the charge is $69 for a year. That's crazy. So she wants to know how to prevent that charge from happening. So I tell her, you have to, on your iPhone, you go into settings, you hit your name, you go to subscriptions, and you cancel it. Well, she couldn't. She's pressing buttons. She says, nothing's happening. She always says that. And I mean, she takes the phone and she's like, if she breaks it, she's not getting another one. So anyway, I finally tell her, take your stylus and press it. So she does, and she gets in there. And I said, go down to subscriptions. There's nothing there. I said, scroll down. I couldn't get half an hour. I'm on the phone with her. And she can't get to the item to cancel it. So I said, so maybe you have to subscribe or you have to pay for it to continue. So anyway, but she whines. Now her nephew, who's, bloodline, he's closer to her than I am. I'm a cousin. He's her nephew. He gets frustrated with her, and he tells me all the time, he mentions that her parents did everything for her. So, and they've been gone like for 30 years. So she's had to do things for her own. But at 87, she was 60 almost when her parents were gone. So that means since that time, she's had to do everything for herself. But she still, after 55 years of having everything done for you, she whines and she cries and she's like, I cancel. I'm trying to tell her how to do it. She can't do it. And I said, well, then hi, Misty. Hi, Craigie. Hi, Fender. Then you're going to get charged $60. But I'm not sure if, because the phone's in my name, if I get charged for it or she's got her thing in there for her credit card for purchases or something. Now, if she calls me up to complain, now I got charged $60 for it. I say, well, now you can cancel it. But I mean, I will email the people on her behalf and say, listen, she's older than dirt. She doesn't know. Hello, Monique. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you here. I said she didn't want to buy it. She couldn't find a way to cancel it. But anyway, or else she's paying $60. And if she starts whining about it, I'm going to say, you haven't paid for groceries for 3 years. So eat the $60. She made a phone call a couple years. Hello, Chester. Chester Harge, you're not Chest, are you? The movie? So anyway, we're Delta Dental. Okay. Don't worry about it. Why the fuck did that happen? Let me look at something here real quick, folks. She had something happen a couple years ago where I am looking at the phone bill and, it's unlimited minutes so that I don't have to worry about anybody going over. And she, let me see, why did charge through there? Ugh, this freaking house of horrors. Let me look at something here real quick, folks. I apologize. So I see this phone call for like $50. And I'm like, what is that about? Well, it turns out she had gotten a phone call from one of these scam artists that told her, you've got, you won a car, a Mercedes Benz, and you've got to pay the, hang on. I can't do two things at once. And you've got to pay $10,000 to cover shipping and taxes, and you've got to put it on a certified check. So she tells her nephew that, oh, I got to go to the bank, and she doesn't tell him why at first. And well, he immediately asks why. Well, guess what? Her nephew is a former police detective. So he tells her it's a scam. And anyway, what had happened was she kept calling these people, and our plan covers, I think, the United States and Canada, but it doesn't cover like international calls. So anyway, she was oh shit. She was he caught it and went. So I called her and I said, what's this phone call to Jamaica? And she says to me, oh, you found out about that? And I said, well, yeah, it's not in our plan, so it was an additional charge. And then she tells me, and I'm like, ugh, thank God her nephew called it. But that's the kind of stuff she does. If and honest to God, the bullshit Congress gets into and everything, I really, really wish they would take, like, this do not call list is useless. It's freaking useless. I'm on my cell phone, my home phone, every phone is on the do not call list. Yet I get calls all the time. And I say I'm on the do not call list. And some people will say, oh, sorry, and hang up. Other people, one woman one time, and the fact she's a woman doesn't matter. It's just the fact that it was a lady. She says to me, we wouldn't have called you if you're on the do not call list. I said, well, you did. And it's a fine of $1,500 if I decide to file a complaint. And by the way, your spoof number is unspoofed through, because I use an app that does that. I'm the equivalent of Carol Burnett. You couldn't pick a dude like, say, I'm Jason Stratham or one of the Chris's. What's his name? Thor. Chris Hemsworth. Took me a minute. So anyway, that is what it is. Pissed off, I was just talking about you. I love the picture you sent me of you and the fellas. Pissed off is one of the people that took advantage of he's going to be one of the faces that pop up. I can't tell what that's relevant to. I almost blew it, pissed off. I almost took and I swore you guys to secrecy that bought into that. And look what I almost did. So Sunday coming up is Palm Sunday. And I'll do some. Do you think anybody's going to want these custom Easter messages? I mean, Christmas is one thing. Thanksgiving I did a lot. I guess I will do Easter ones. I keep them cheap, $25. They're like cameo style videos where I bitch at people while you're there dyeing Easter eggs and eating your ham or your chocolate or your coconut eggs. I'm here battling evil. So, yep, this morning, everything went smooth. I said, it's going to be a great day. And then Doherty called. And another school shooting today? Yes, I saw the cat. They'll be in there. I'm going to write up the scenario and show it to you first so that you can approve it before I do it. Tennessee, and I'm going to Tennessee for FrankenCon. And, you know, when something like that happens in Nashville and Tennessee, they're not exactly next door to each other. They're some distance apart, but still, it's your state. And three kids dead, 3 teachers or 3 staff members dead. You know, the one that got me I mean, they're all horrible. I shouldn't say one's worse than the other, but when those kids up in Connecticut, was it? All those kids were killed. I was supposed to go that night to a play in Philadelphia. It was cheap. It was like a friend of mine was in the play, and I was just so depressed I didn't go. Boy, this conversation took a turn, huh? Right there is the R2D2 I'm talking about that operates from your phone, Bluetooth. Now that's cool. Paul, I agree with you, but I'm telling you, if we start that conversation, it becomes a war. It becomes a political. I mean, some people feel one way about it and other people feel other. I've never seen, I'm 57 years old. And I remember back when President Obama was given the State of the Union and that congressman yelled out, "You lie." Well, years before that, when it used to be C-SPAN used to show Parliament in England. And when they were speaking, people were like yelling at each other, and they would yell out and say, it was just so unruly. I said, our Congress is never like that. And then somebody yelled out to Obama, "You lied." It's the first time I ever saw that happen in our Congress. And I thought, what a joke. And then since then, you've got, you had Nancy Pelosi rip up President Trump's speech because they're giving it right afterwards. And now you have this Marjorie Taylor Greene yelling out, stuff, and Lorena Bobbitt, I almost called her. That Bobbitt yelling out stuff at President Obama, and they're disrespectful. Doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat, the opposite party. And we are paying these people a shit ton of money to not do anything. Anyway, don't get me started on politics. I just wish something would happen to unify. I wish a third party would emerge. Former New Jersey Governor Whitman has supposedly started another party. I haven't heard much about it yet, but how dare they? I'm going to go to when you talk about school shootings and they never had any. Have you guys seen this video going around of a kindergarten class in Alabama or school in Alabama where they've built these gun-proof rooms? They fold into the corner of the room, and then they're on tracks, and they pull them out, and it's really neat how they do it. When they pull it out, it opens, and there's a door they go through, and they're bulletproof. Can you imagine? You know, if they built the schools out of concrete and they made the doors impenetrable, I mean, the fact that we have to do that is just insane. But, you know, just for anybody that thinks they're guessing what side of the issue I fall on, I own a weapon for self-defense, and I own a handgun, and I own a rifle. And I was shocked when I went to go get the handgun. Well, you get a gun permit, you got to be fingerprinted and all, which I'm fine with. I don't see what the issue is. They did a background check. I don't see what the issue is. And so it was really involved to get a handgun. Then when I went to get a rifle, and the main reason I got a rifle was because we have a lot of wildlife out here. And if ever the case were that one of my dogs or my neighbor dog was being attacked by like a coyote or that's out here or something, a shotgun would kill both of them. A rifle, you can aim, and trust me, I have good aim. You can aim and stop something if need be. All right, but just so you know, I don't go out in the backyard and shoot things. But you can walk into a gun store, even in New Jersey, with a gun permit and walk out. Practically, they still do a real quick check. And if the system's not backed up, you can walk out. I mean, the handgun, I had to wait 2 weeks for. Okay. That was 10 years ago. The rifle, you could just walk in and walk out. I'm all over the place, aren't I? It doesn't have to be old retired veterans. You know, if you join the military when you're 18 years old, you're retired at 38. Yeah, these people, I mean, they're talking about people that would do it for free. But, you know, one thing President Bush did was he passed a law so that all retired police officers could conceal carry. I don't know. It's horrible we have these conversations about guns because it's, you know, it would be different if we were being invaded by Russia. But I hope things change soon. Everybody's so angry. Kaylee. That's a pretty name. Red Dawn. Yeah, I saw the first one. I never saw the second one with Chris Hemsworth in it, right? I saw the first one with Patrick Swayze and C. Thomas Howell. One of the first movies I really, well, not the first movie I remember, but a movie from my teen years I remember was The Outsiders, I think it was called. And that had C. Thomas Howell, and it had Tom Cruise, like the first time I ever saw him, and a whole bunch of people. We've kind of made it a tradition. Stay golden, Pony Boy. Yep. We've kind of made it a tradition for different holidays. We watch movies. Like Thanksgiving, we always watch Planes, Trains, and Automobile. Christmas, we always watch Christmas Vacation and Elf, and there's a bunch of Christmas movies we watch. I never was a huge Peanuts fan, but I have seen, you know, the Charlie Brown Christmas, the Thanksgiving, the multiple. All right, Deb, multiple holiday specials. Easter, maybe we'll watch Mary Poppins again. Poppins, save the world, save the birds, feed the birds. That's what it is. That's what they say. Poppins, Poppins. Sorry. Actually, there's a line from Bad Ben 12 that's similar to the original Vacation film. And Nurse Matt, when I showed him the video I did, he said, he made a comment like, he stated, I can't tell you what the comment was because it's a spoiler. Although Pissed Off knows what the spoiler is. Making DVD Blu-rays also, because a bunch of you ordered Blu-rays. Still waiting for the Tom Riley talkers to come in. Oh, I know. You know what, Chester? The Academy Awards that year, when they did the In Memory of, at the end of it, they showed that scene where he went like that. And I was like, ugh, I have difficulty. Holly gets on me about this because, like, she wants me to watch The Crow. She says it's an incredible movie, the one with Brandon Lee. And because he died in it, I just can't watch it. And, all right, here's my asshole stalker. They're back again. You know, people ask you, those of you have heard the story time. Oh, well, let me finish my thought. Was I what was my thought? Oh, I can't watch The Crow because he died in it. I have trouble watching films with Brandon Lee. I mean, Robin Williams in them anymore because he's gone. That's just how. But like, I could watch a movie with an actor that died, like you know, just an actor that died a natural death, and you know, like Sean Connery. I could watch his films, but these people that died early, just I don't know, depressed me. So, for those of you that didn't know, or like that ask about the films on Prime anymore, I've explained this multiple times, but some people didn't get the message, and it comes up um, periodically. We can't put indie producers can't put movies on Amazon included with Prime anymore. We can't do it. They don't allow us to do it. They originally, when the program started in 2016, you could, but you can't anymore. And so we can only put them on there for sale or for rent. It's just how it is. And you guys know that. I mean, but it comes up. Well, you know, I was told that last night at 11 p.m. Pacific time, which would have been 2 a.m. this time, Bad Ben TV would be available on Fire TV, and I can't find it. So I sent a message and I said, you know, what's the story? I don't know how. I'm not real familiar with Fire TV, so I sit there and I searching apps and all. Bad. When I put in Bad Ben, up will come um, all the Bad Ben movies that are on Amazon, 1 through 8, -7, which is in the approval process. But not. Let me look on here again. I want to see. if they've fixed 7 yet. I know they haven't. I just messaged them today. Nope. Still not there. So as soon as Fire, the app appears, and I learn how to find it, because I think you should just go to search and type it in. It should come up, but it doesn't. Bad Ben TV does have a subscription now. It's or you can buy the films pay-per-view, but you buy them pay-per-view. I only have them at $2.99. I mean $2.50 each now, and the subscription is $36 for a year, and which comes out to $3 a month. That when the Fire app goes live, that price is going to go up a little. So, and the reason why I sell the annual subscriptions is because I put 2 movies on there a year. I do the Access Paranormal Investigates. We've got other weekly programming, which is going to start happening. But people join. If I had the subscriptions at $3.99 a month, which some people are subscribed to that plan, I had it before. Then what happens is people join, watch everything, and then quit. Say the price is too expensive. Well, they just watched 11 movies for $4. Then I had somebody that signed up for the annual subscription for $36, canceled it an hour later to say, that it was too expensive. They already signed up. They're signed up for a year. But anyway. But Brett, you can go to, if you're interested, you can go to badbentv.com. All one word, no spaces. And you can you can subscribe. If you have Fire TV, I mean, you can watch them all on the website, but I hate watching movies on a computer. Although some people love it, they'll watch entire movies on their iPad or their iPhone or their computer. Some people will run an HDMI cable from their computer to their TV or Airstream it. Oh, excuse me. But it's designed so that you can watch it on your Roku now. And when I did a poll a couple months ago, the second most popular channel was Amazon Fire. So that's why we designed Amazon. The next one we would do after that would be LG. Extreme Machine wants to know, can I be in the next Bad Ben? I'm good at acting. Let me tell you, Extreme, I've had people that, like somebody that lived locally before, asked me about being in a Bad Ben film. And him and his daughter were both in Pandemic. The problem is the pace at which we shoot and the fact that people have to live, local. So if people do live local and they want to come down, but it's up to them. I mean, I've put people in that live locally. Feed the birds, that's what they say. Tuppence. For years, speaking of old movies, I had never watched Gone with the Wind until about 15 years ago. It was on TNT. It was 5 hours long. And I watched it with my mother. And Scarlett O'Hara was a pain in the ass. And Clark Gable was an asshole too. Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. That was a big deal, by the way, at the time, saying damn in a movie. Can you believe it? Now they on cable. I'm not even cable, but I'm not talking like HBO and all, but I'm talking just like FX and all. When they do those roast, God, they're vulgar. I'm one to talk. Bad Ben is so laden with curse words. My mama, if she was alive, she'd wash my mouth out with soap. Did you know that what's his name? Harrison Ford was was asked to be in. Hang on, I'm trying to see. Was asked to be in Jurassic Park, the role Sam Neill played. I did not know that. All right. There we go. And also, who else? Will Smith was asked to be in The Matrix, but turned it down to be in Wild Wild West instead. I thought that movie was fun. What? This EHT, do you all have Facebook? Like Facebook groups for your community? I'm surprised people don't get shot on here. Because people they yell the rudest, they say the rudest stuff to each other. See, I have said many years ago, I came up with this, that there are different levels of crass or people being smart asses to each other. When you're face to face with somebody, most people try to work it out. I mean, you do have assholes that just yell at each other and get into fights, but we have usually face to face, most people, somebody normally is not yelling. Then you have people that on the phone used to scream at somebody and then hang up on them. But on the internet, where you can't hear a person's voice, You can't, they're not in front of you. People will, um, people will just like be so absolutely horrible to each other and the things they say. And they create fake names, fake profiles, and say stuff. Nigel, are you and the missus going to see John Wick 4 or are you waiting till streaming? I haven't seen John Wick 1 through 3. And the reason why is because his dog gets killed in the first one. There's a website that me and Mrs. Biggins use called doesthedogdie.com. And when a movie comes on and we see a dog in it, we immediately look it up to make sure the dog's okay. And if the dog dies in it or it also has other animals, we don't watch it. Now, that's not saying like Jurassic Park we'd watch. But like Marley and Me, never watched it. Can't. And Extreme, be nice. Tori's, that's nice to, that's a nice number of Instagram followers. Yeah, Jaws, I'm okay with. That's a fucking shark. There was, do you guys remember ABC after school specials? There was one where a kid had a pet bird and like all the other kids surrounded it and were harassing it. Well, anyway, they killed the bird. That wrecked me. Old Yeller, I could never watch. Oh, yeah. I Am Legend. Ugh. The scene with the dog tore me up. You know, thank God, knock on wood, I have not gotten COVID. Actually, back in October, I got real sick for like a day. I think I tested though, and it was negative. And then Holly got sick for 3 days after me. And I went next door. They had a barbecue, and these people, you would think COVID never existed. It was in October, and anyway, I got sick, but it wasn't like typical COVID because I came home from that party and I was sick, and I never watched the Never Ending Story, and but I know about what you're talking about. And like, what's the movie Turner and Hooch? Never watched. But I came home that night, like I came home from the barbecue at like 8 o'clock at night, and I immediately got sick. So I don't think I got it there. I might have had it from somewhere else, but the COVID thing. But if I had same old Archer sleep on my bed, and dogs can get COVID, and I know tigers have gotten it. I would not. I would have to quarantine myself, shut the door. They probably lose their mind. Maybe I should lie, say I had it, make Holly sleep with them. No, that's not nice. So tomorrow's my only slightly mellow day. What do I have Wednesday? Wednesday, third. I don't know. Did I? Some people have had COVID multiple times. I think the when you come back and you get it like the next time, the Was your first time worse than any of the other times? I'm doing something here. This isn't a spoiler, but it's kind of a spoiler. I might have. I might have already showed you this. Hang on. Let's see. Did I show you guys? I want to show you this again. Um, this is two of our, well, a family that we've criminally underrated. And thank you, Micah. Micah, you're not Philadelphia, Micah, are you? This is a 20-year-old cat that two of a family of people we've become close to. They're witches, actually, and I'm allowed to say that. 20 years old. It's a rescue they took in. Isn't he cute? Or she cute? Let me see here. I want to add. I want to show you. This is a scene from the very first night of shooting. That's me and that's Scott. And that's the window to the spaceship, and we're up passing the moon there. But that was our first night of shooting. It was a lot of fun. I've been meaning to post that on Instagram and have it. Old Sable's sitting in my recliner over there. Oh shit, I'm not going to like this. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed at 10. And so we had a good crowd here tonight, 20 people. Some came, some went. You might have, Kaylee. You might have got it from your dog. Oh, that's what I got to do Wednesday. Take the dogs to the vet. They get their nails trimmed there. They won't let me do it. I even have one of those buffers. It's the little spinning thing, but the buzzing sound freaks them out. So anyway, I'm going to stay on here. What are you painting? Are you painting like a painting like a room, or are you doing a painting? Because if you're doing a painting, you have to show us when you're done. I'm going to get off of here. An alien, actually. Are you painting a painting of an alien, or did an alien land there and you're painting them? I'm just kidding. I'm going to get off here in 3 minutes. Does anybody have any questions about anything going on before I shut down for the night? But I will be back tomorrow night. Yeah, Sable's nails get like, they get so long. And actually, they say if they have like cement or something to run on, it wears them down. But how long do people leave their dog on cement for? Yes, and you can share your painting with us. We share Holly's crafts all the time, and we'll share it with the fans. Yeah, I figured you made a picture of it. And we're filming again Friday night. We're filming every Friday night. And it's getting good. Well, I will tell you that the first 10 minutes of Bad Ben 12 are full of action. You know the thing, the Tom Riley talkers I sell? I took them down because they take so long to get in. When I ordered extra though, so when these come in, I'll put them back up for sale. But the Tom Riley talkers, you can they have bonus, not bad for a sheriff's sale when you press the buttons. But on Amazon and PetSmart and the Petco, they sell these buttons, which they're different colors. Now, I thought dogs couldn't see color. I don't know. But they can press one for food, one it says, I want to go out. They're different things. And the dogs, I've seen videos of them where the dogs are pressing them to tell the owners what they want. How cool is that? Well, everyone, it is 10 p.m. I'm going to hop off here now. And I thank you for keeping me company for the past 55 minutes. And see you. Love you. Bye.